Well, guys, these last few days, I've been making more of the MTWS trucks onto rigs and rods, plus updating some of my older trucks. So, these last few days, I discovered two things, accidentally, that actually make it much easier and quicker for me to update the trucks. So I wanted to show you all of them in case if you want to use them yourself and make it easier for yourself. So I got Shuffle out here. This is the third truck I've picked for this tutorial because the previous two trucks I went through I couldn't use because there was something wrong with them, so I had to use Shuffle as a possible usage for Outrage. So I'm going to show you what these tricks I found out. So the first one was, normally beforehand when I would update a truck, like say if I wanted to update the paint or change the meshes around like that, I would have to turn off the game, do the updates, reload the game to see how they look like. But I discovered that you can just reload current vehicle and it'll just load the updates as such. So I'm going to show you what I mean by. So I have Shuffle's paint already up here, so I'm just going to paint it red in the background. Now I'm going to save it. Alright, it's saved. Now I'm just going to reload it and the body should be red. There you go. See? Shuffle's now all red. I'm glad I figured that out. So that way I could just reload the game, reload the truck just like that. Saves so much time instead of turn off the game, turn the game back on, wait for it to load, load up a map, wait for it to load, go into the truck menu, look for the truck, and then wait for that to load, and then get the camera all set up to do it. Just like that. So much easier. I'm sure maybe people already knew that, but I didn't know that, and no one told me about it if that was well known. So if that was well known, fuck you all for not telling me. But if you didn't know, hey, this is a way to help you out. But then here's another thing. This is probably more important too. For some reason, my converter to clone meshes does not work anymore. It will not make any XMLs for me to make meshes and all that. So I can't use the converters anymore. I don't know why, but it won't do it anymore. So what do I do to make like clones and all that? Well, if you have a program called Notepad++ right here, which I use for Victoria 2 mostly, you could just edit the meshes like that. So we're gonna do that. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to think of what could I. Let's do the rims. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do the rim. We're gonna make a whole new rim. All right. So first, we're just gonna paint it red. So. Yeah, that's not gonna look good. Let's just where the fuck's it at? Do this. Merge. Well, that didn't quite work out either. Okay, that worked too well. Like, I can't find that right balance. There we go. That's good. Alright, so save. Alright, so now we're gonna rename it. So let's see. Shuffle rim. Alright. Since this is Outrage, we're going to call it Outrage Rim. And then copy the name. Alright, so for the material, rename it. And then we're going to go into it and update all the meshes. Update the textures for it. So, there we go. The texture's now updated. Now, instead of taking the mesh file and cloning it, editing the XML, renaming it, and then recloning it again, we're just going to do it this way. So if you have Notepad+, where's rim mesh? Where's it at? Where's it at? Here we go. Just rename it. There you go. Then load it up. And you see it's all jumbled, but it's right here. So there you go. Rename it. Well, I don't know why it's an oh, okay. Okay, fuck it. I'll just have it as R right now. It's not correct spelling, so I'm going to have to fix that later. But I could have swore I hit E earlier. Alright, so Outrage. There you go. And, of course, pretty sure that's the only PNG of that. Especially since I made this truck. Alright, now that that's updated, we load up the truck file. Where's the truck file? Where is it at? Okay, truck file, where are you at? I just edited you. There we go. Alright, so the rims. Go down here to the rims. That is really annoying that it stops at the exclamation point. That's really annoying. There. Alright. So now the mesh is updated. So it should be red on here. So we're going to reload it right now. And there you go. I was able to make a clone, new mesh, without having to use the converter. And I've tried this over numerous times, and it works. And as you can see, too, you can make a whole new mesh, reload too, and that works as well. Shuffle does look kind of beautiful with that red and all that, but... oh, God, that is not what Outrage looks like and all that. So I hope this helps. So now I can now update the truck while the game's loaded by just going to reload truck. Same goes for updating the mesh and all that, and I could just use Notepad Plus to update the mesh file just like that. So I hope that helps you all make your own trucks if you want it to be a little bit quicker, because that saved me so much time. Because just like the updating the truck for making mesh, clones, I would have to make the texture, rename it, rename the material, update it, and then take the mesh file, go through the converter, load up the XML, update all the stuff in it, then rename it, then run through the converter. Instead, just rename the mesh, update the text, like that. So I hope it saves a lot of time and made it much more enjoyable to update the trucks and all that. So I hope this helps you out for any trucks you make in the future.